Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing?
I'm Cat-tacular.
No, Josh. No.
Oh, what meow?
Oh, snap.
I see somebody wants to be muted.
30 seconds in, and I already broke the GM.
Okay, so where we last left off, you guys had.
What? Nobody else has answered how they're doing. I thought we'd get all that out of the way. Plus, we haven't introduced Mika to the whole group, so
That's because she's just listening.
still, we should introduce her, make her part of the, even if she is just listening.
So this is Jimmy. You know who was just talking is Frank, Jimmy's husband. And the person who's not talking is Darby, who is their roommate, who is the albatross around the neck of this entire party.
That was our cat possum.
The recording didn't pick it up because I didn't have my push to talk down. Okay, so where we last left off, you guys found a very unusual, I would say solar system, but it's really just this white dwarf star and 3 planets equidistant from each other in the same orbit.
Goody, because if it was a ceramic pot, I was going to literally throw a chair.
I don't get that.
One of the planets called Ryza.
It's a reference to Stellaris, though technically the ceramic pot in space is probably a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide and it's Stellaris.
It's an event where your scientists spend 3 years throwing every ounce of physics they know at figuring out why is a ceramic pot in a perfect orbit around a sun, and then they just basically either go insane, go c'est la vie, have an enlightened religious experience, or actually figure it out. But there's only a 1% chance they do.
Wow.
I don't remember a ceramic pot in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
No, I think I was thinking something else. I think maybe
The pot of petunias in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, yeah.
or that. I don't fucking know. Maybe that. I don't know. I didn't read it. I saw the movie a long time ago.
Well, great. We now broke the darkness. Quick, say something racist involving spoons.
What?
No.
What did you break? Why are we? What?
I said we broke the darkness. Quick, somebody say something racist involving spoons.
Not broken. I just admitted I didn't know a thing. I do that all the time.
And no, I'm not going to say anything like that. That's cruel.
Your tiny ape lives mean very little to me. So I don't know a lot of.
I am not an ape.
What are Klingons descended from?
Targs. I don't know. I don't think there's a canon answer.
Well, we certainly don't have molars to pull, so there.
Yes, you do.
Considering that they have extra of a lot of things, they probably have extra molars to pull.
No, we don't.
Klingons, in fact, have 6 extra molars.
You got any proof on that? No, you don't.
Way
Yeah.
off track.
Okay, getting sidetracked way off. You guys detected that there was a facility on the planet that you were approaching. Unable to beam down, you guys are taking a shuttle. In the shuttle, you have the players. So, Commander Moral, Lieutenant Che, Dr. Nar, and Lieutenant Trashcan.
And Lieutenant Trashcan's immediate replacement.
And then you also have Ensign Parsons and 2 Ensign Rickies that are probably going to end up dying.
No, one of them, Ricky's name is Alicia, and she's Hartley's replacement when she survives this mission.
What, you think Hartley's not going to? Or are we
No,
planning for her not to?
Well, you did say we have to meet up with Machev after this, so...
Did I say you guys were actually going to be meeting up with her, or was it just the threat of it?
I don't know, you're the GM.
I'll figure it out.
I'm just saying, when we do, demotion. In fact, I think Che's going to start an office pool before we go, just for that.
So who is piloting the shuttle?
Che.
Hooray!
Woo!
Getting my dice roll ready.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your control plus con. I need 2 successes.
Well, I'm sorry, I got 1. Oh, but I had a focus. I still have my small craft focus.
I'll let you re-roll.
Yeah!
That's better. What would you like to do with the extra momentum?
Bank it. We're probably going to need it later when we get all radiation poisoning.
Oh yes, I'm pretty sure you're all going to need it later.
That's what we have inoculations for.
Okay, so the ride down is fairly smooth. There was a little bit of turbulence in the upper atmosphere, but you guys, Che handled it masterfully. Because, unlike the security officer, he doesn't suck.
I'm competent in 4 different fields of running this ship.
When you get down to the planet, you see the facility. It's a very large dome structure. How far away are you going to land from it?
What?
So how far?
I leave this decision up to the captain. Or up to Hartley.
Or you can say, Darby?
I was just going to say, since no one was talking immediately, that you should make the decision.
You guys are like the greatest NPCs ever. I wash my hands of all of this.
Scanning the facility, do we detect any life signs?
There are no life signs. However, it is fairly difficult to get an accurate reading because there's a lot of energy readings coming from the dome.
Do we see a landing pad close by to the dome?
No.
Is there a nice flat surface where we can land close to?
Yes.
I turned the chain, tell them to set us down about 500 meters from the entrance.
Aye, captain. And I set it down there.
Okay. Um, when you land and leave the shuttle, wait, are you guys in environmental suits? I forget.
Yeah.
I believe yes.
Okay, so as you come onto the or exit the shuttle, uh, the area around you is a dense forest. So right where you landed was maybe about 50 meters away from the tree line, and it is just the entire planet is dense with vegetation. Uh, orders.
Is there a clear trail that we can see that leads up to the dome? Or is it just covered over in brush?
No, the dome is there's a there's a 15 there's roughly about a 1,600 meter clearing around the entirety of the dome.
Oh, so the tree line's behind us.
Yes.
Okay. So upon exiting the shuttle, we close it up, tell everybody have their phasers on heavy stun, and Harley to take up point, Ensign Ricky's to take up rear guard, and everybody else in the middle, and let's move out. Keep their heads on a swivel.
Okay, so you are moving towards the dome. Um, the the architecture looks kind of familiar. And when you get up to the door and the controls, I need uh well, I need everybody to give me a reason and engineering roll.
I'm sorry.
Reason and engineering?
Any focuses?
No.
Even though I have computers and all?
Yes. No focus. Damn, everybody's just breezing through this.
Holy crap, Emily! Really?
Yup. Dr. Nar continues to be best at everything.
Even though she statistically shouldn't be.
I know. Okay. So, looking at the console that controls the door and taking in the architectural design of the complex, you know who made this facility.
We do?
Yeah, you were all trapped in one of their facilities not too long ago, dealing with a bunch of Raktathran.
I hate these people.
No, it's a facility from the Takan Empire.
So let's all remember what we learned last time. If we fiddle with too many consoles, we'll make the planet disappear.
So having linguistics, I would already recognize the language on the console. See, having seen it before.
God damn it. I'm sorry. Just every time I hear Takan Empire, I want to go, Takan!
Okay, so are you guys going to try to open the door?
Well, like I said, I would recognize the language, so you should be able to just open it without triggering a booby trap, recognizing the language.
You would think, but if you remember correctly, Che just touched the console and it activated and teleported the planet.
I know, I'm not allowed to touch anything. Make Hartley touch it.
Who's going to be brave enough to open the door?
I don't know. I say we roll for it.
I'll do it.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Harvey,
Hartley can do it.
I need you to roll me a control and engineering, please. I need 2 successes. Wow.
Yes! Told you, Jimmy. I got a good feeling about this game.
It's lulling you into a false sense of security. That's it. Okay, so so the door's open. Beyond, you see a corridor which is lighting up, you know, Looks like as if the facility has been powered down for a while.
All right, let's head on in. Everybody remain cautious and try not to touch anything.
All right. So as you go in, I don't have a map of the entire facility because that would just be ridiculously big. Um, but as you go through, are you checking out various rooms? What are you guys doing as you move through the complex?
Yeah, I mean, if they're accessible without having to touch a whole bunch of consoles, you know.
A lot of them are open, and in them you see various labs. Um, you see some unused cryogenic tubes or stasis tubes. You find abandoned quarters. Ultimately, you think this facility housed maybe 1,300 people. Um, you find their infirmary, and I bet Nar's like a kid in a candy store.
Woohoo! Medicine.
10,000-year-old medicine, because nothing ever
Yoo-hoo.
expires.
I mean, if they're advanced enough, they could probably, steal it in a way to keep it fresh.
Well, I have Nard check out the infirmary, see what there is, if anything's viable. Find out what she can.
Okay. Uh, so you're leaving Nar in the infirmary? Are you going to leave her with Ensign Ricky?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I will say that you run across another lab, and in this, it seems to highlight the facility at GPR 262.
Okay. Is there anything around that we can look at or
Oh yeah, there's tons of
find that
consoles.
anything that can give us information without setting anything off?
Well, that's the ultimate question. Are you going to have Che look through the information?
Yeah, I'll have Chase start looking through that first.
Okay. So Che, go ahead and give me a control and science roll. You have computers, so you have a focus.
Does my talent apply?
What? Flip a furball?
No, my computer expertise. That gives me an extra dice when I'm delving into databases and such.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, 3 dice. 3 successes.
Okay, so you get all the information about that facility. How it was the first step in a progression of a scientific arm that the Takan were researching. And there is plenty of information about both GPR 262 and its other location.
Excellent. Now then.
Since you got 3 successes, I will say that as you're going through it, you realize you see something in passing that you that catches your eye. When you scroll back up to the information, it mentions that there is a primitive society in the next star system called the Rakti Mabari.
Are there details on them?
Not a whole lot because the Tikhon weren't super interested in them, but you realize you now have the location of the Rakti homeworld.
Mine. That's getting downloaded to my tricorder.
Okay, Nar. So you are in the infirmary,
Uh-huh.
going through various technologies.
Mm-hmm.
You
Cataloging.
yes, you can see that. Go ahead and give me a control and medicine roll.
Do I gotta focus for this one?
Yes, investigation.
Super.
Let me see if there's a uh, just seeing if you had a talent that okay. So yeah, just to focus.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, you find several medications that have been expertly put into stasis to keep them fresh. Most of it involving painkillers.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you also find some information on medical technologies that they looked into, but don't think that it would it would either A, not work, or B, just requires such a huge amount of power that it's not feasible.
Sure.
And one of those plans was a device that could put an entire solar system into stasis.
Huh. Seems a little excessive.
It was brought up because the Takan apparently faced a pandemic at one point where they lost several solar systems to this disease. And this whole research was brought up as a way of maybe suspending that until a cure could be found. The problem is that the power requirements are just extensive.
Obviously.
So they abandoned that. As you're looking through and getting more uh, of the medical technology breakdowns, you're beginning to think that this was a kind of a testing facility.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the technologies you're finding that you're finding proposals, experiments, and then whether or not the project was a failure or success. I mean, one of the things was very much similar to the genetronic replicator.
Was what now?
One of the items that they developed was very similar to the genetronic replicator.
Okay.
Do you remember that one?
I do not actually.
That's the experimental device that recreated Worf's spine that Beverly Crusher was super pissed about because because the other doctor was kind of reckless with it.
Right, okay, yeah. I remember.
Okay, I figured you would. And so that's pretty much everything that you find.
Out of character. A lot of this is sounding very familiar.
What do you mean?
Let's see. A plague which wiped out several star systems, and meddling with many planets at the same time using something with high power constraints. I think these are all the same people.
Wait, what?
The very first episode we ever did involved a plague that wiped out many planets.
Uh, it wiped out the complete civilization, and that was just the flu.
Yes. Quick, Nar. Was the plague that wiped out their many systems the flu?
It was Takani and chickenpox. I don't know.
No, these people are not the same. It's just amazing how many Star Trek civilizations that have died out went out that way.
They all died itchy and annoyed. Sorry, I don't know.
Cranky and wanting soup.
It's almost like it's a parallel to real civilizations that are frequently murdered off by plague.
No. They were all sick, so no one could make them soup. And that's why they died. If someone had just given them soup, they would have.
Well, remember, it can't be any soup. The reason why these civilizations died is because they don't have chickens.
There you go.
And now that my sides hurt,
All right, so back to the main group. Did you leave Che behind, or are you still with him?
No, I'm still in the same room.
Okay. So you see that Che is downloading stuff from their database. Che, did you bother? Were you going to bother mentioning anything about the database to the captain?
Certainly. So he begins by just kind of going over what he's mostly downloading. I have access to almost everything here. Sir, in their archives, I believe I found the homeworld of some old friends. I think I found the homeworld of the Raktathran. We should just be a
Really?
star system away of theirs.
Interesting.
I'm also trying to get all the functions of this particular facility, just for easy reference as we explore. So yeah, he'll try and download maybe like a floor plan and just a list of the functions of this facility
That
and how to access.
that you don't have access to from this console. You're realizing that the consoles here are not interlinked.
Oh goody!
So this lab is specifically dedicated to the facility on GPR 262.
Download everything you can from this database.
I shall do so.
I go and check on the doctor, see how she's doing.
What is Hartley doing?
So far, I've been with the captain.
Okay, but she's going back to Dr. Nar. What are you doing?
Well, obviously, there's nothing immediate here. There's place have been abandoned. I look at Che and ask if he needs my help with anything.
I should have it handled here.
Okay. I'm going to go and investigate the living quarters that you mentioned earlier.
Okay. All right. So you are going to investigate one of the quarters.
Yes.
Um, I will go ahead and say that you arrive at obviously the operations manager of this facility. So it's the biggest quarters here.
Okay. And is everything all nice and neat, or does it look rushed, like someone was in a hurry to?
No, the place is pretty clean.
Okay, I'm gonna just start checking through drawers and stuff. See if I can't find anything interesting.
Okay, so there's nothing in the drawers, but you go up to the second level and you see the bedroom. The door is open, and you see this raised platform.
A raised platform.
Yes.
Is it holding anything up or?
No, it's just like a step up, and I'll say there's a console in the center.
I'm gonna just out of character. I really know I shouldn't touch this, but and you said I actually know I'm in the operations quarters, right?
Yes, the operations manager's quarters.
Okay. I look at the council. Is it is there anything already on there, or
Well, you
or am I
see,
gonna have to fit?
you see, you see buttons. That's about it.
Okay. Well, what I meant was like, is it like I unlock a phone and see someone was in the middle of a text, for example, or is it just the home screen?
It's just the home screen.
Oh, okay.
You know what, Darby? Go ahead and give me a reason and engineering roll.
I really want to touch the council, but I'm thinking I really shouldn't.
Give me a
Reason and engineering.
Yep.
Oh wow, I am wasting all my good rolls. One.
You see that there are journal entries listed on the console screen, but you would have to figure out how to access them.
Oh. Hartley to the captain.
Go ahead.
I'm in the operations quarters. I found journal entries on their console. I don't have access to them though.
And what would you like me to do about that, Lieutenant?
I was just thinking the entries might give us some insight on what happened to this, to what was going on with this facility.
Well, right now, Lieutenant, those journal entries are not that important.
Roger that, sir. Just thought I'd let you know.
So what are you gonna do, Darby?
I'm gonna I'd have to figure it out how to access them. Oh, I'm not an engineer either.
Your
You know what, my
engineering
role?
isn't that bad.
No, it's
Your
not.
reason
And my
sucks.
roles, yeah, and my roles have been good. You know, I am going to um. You know what? I am going to Can I do an inside engineering check to see if I would if it would be better to ask Jay?
First off, Jay's not an engineer.
Well, yeah, but he is a science officer. You know
Jay's
what?
good with the computer.
You know what? My roles have been good so far. Let's go for it. I'm going to try and access to journals.
Give me a reason and engineering roll. I need 3 successes.
The console explodes.
Jay's very upset.
I am using a momentum. Okay.
Oh, Emily, you scared him.
I don't get a focus, so 1 success, but no critical fails.
Okay, Darby. So you're working with the console. There is a bright flash, and then nothing. You're back in the operations. Well, actually, no. You are in a different room.
I'm looking around. What do I see?
You see 2 other platforms, and then a door straight ahead.
I'm gonna tap my comm badge, and I'm just gonna say, Hartley to away team, be very careful about handling consoles and stuff. Apparently, I just got warped to another room.
There is no response.
I'm gonna tap again.
Cue Silent Hill sound effect.
Okay. I'm just gonna have my phaser ready,
Okay.
and just because I don't know what the hell's going on, and I'm just gonna instead of I'm gonna look up at the platforms. Are there any consoles?
No.
I'm going to cautiously walk through the door.
Okay, we're gonna leave that off there for now. Frank, you get to where Nar is. You can see she's going through medical databases. Actually, it looks like she's just finishing up.
With that weird smile on her face. Doctor, how's it going?
Quite well, actually. There's some interesting things here. Nothing useful on its own, but still, you never know what could come from unusual theories, defunct science. It's all quite fascinating.
Anything worth taking, or just downloading all the information?
Oh, I think we should probably just download the information and comb through it. Have other people comb through it later. You never. But nothing that of immediate use.
Any of the medicines that are in the shelves here that are worth taking?
There are several painkillers here that are quite well preserved.
Can you move them, or do you need to leave them here for the time being?
They should not immediately spoil once taken out of stasis, so they can be moved.
All right, well, your call. If you want to take them with you right now or get them on the way out. But if you want to get a sample so you have their chemical formula, whichever you feel is best. And if you're done here, we can all move on to the next room.
Certainly. Alright, so I'll just get everything downloaded, take a few samples of anything that's interesting.
Okay. You all meet back up with Che and Ensign Ricky and Ensign Parsons. You notice that Hartley's not here.
Tap my
Everyone
comm
seems to be here.
badge.
Time to go.
Wait, what's that?
I said, everyone seems to be here. Time to go.
Yep, I agree. Everybody's accounted for it. Time to leave.
I hate you all.
Hey, look. Phasers don't work on Pyramid Head, so we're not coming back.
Yeah, I can't blame you for that one.
Anyway, I tapped my comm badge, Meralda Hartley.
Nothing.
Okay. It seems that Lieutenant Hartley took it upon herself to do something silly. Or in this case, stupid. So let's go venture off to find the quarters where Hartley was at and see what we can detect.
Okay, so you you appear or you go to the operations manager room or quarters, and you can see that the drawers have been pulled out and not completely closed. So it looks like somebody has tried to go through and search this place. When you go upstairs, you see that raised platform with the console in the center, and then you see the bedroom off to the side.
I look at the console. What do I see?
Well, you see various buttons, and uh, you see the journal entries.
I asked Parsons to take a look at this console and everything. See what this whole console platform are supposed to what it's meant for.
I sir. Okay, so in a bright flash, Parsons is gone.
We all notice the bright flash.
Oh yeah.
Come.
That's gonna be awesome, considering that I didn't have to push the talk button down, so the recording didn't pick that up. But heard you go come.
Nice. Random non sequitur.
Okay. As I turn to the rest of the party. Well, I guess that we know where Hartley went. Parsons seems to have followed. I guess we'll have to go after them.
Shouldn't we attempt to figure out what they triggered and how to get them back from here?
Well, it has to do with that console, and every time somebody messes with it, seems like probably Hartley was touching it and flash gone. Parsons was looking at it, flash gone. Anyone else got a better idea?
Let me try some.
Okay, Che, go ahead. What are you gonna do?
So he approaches the console. Is there any form of a panel where I could access its inner working?
Yes.
Okay, he undoes the panel and attempts to patch the interface into his tricorder.
Go ahead and give me a daring and engineering roll, please. I need 2 successes.
I'm going to use a momentum on this to give me an extra dice, just in case, because my daring and engineering isn't the greatest.
Oh,
The game
shit.
says,
No.
That did not go well. At least it wasn't a critical failure.
Yeah, at least it wasn't a critical failure with no success.
Okay, so Bright Flash, Che is gone.
Fuck.
Did anybody ever see the movie Mom and Dad Save the World?
No.
I'm slightly scared to see where this is going.
Well, it's more like a younger movie, but there's this thing where there's this grenade on the ground. It up, kind of flashes away, and like the whole like bad guy squad, people that were supposed kept picking up the grenade.
Well, what my plan had been was to patch the interface and everything through my tricorder, and then get a sense of like where it and use it to like backdoor into the machine and get a sense of where everything was.
You had a great idea. Just this little thing's reminding me of that right now.
Yeah, it's basically just get an idea of like what the machine was accessing that would make people transport away suddenly or whatnot.
No, it was a great idea. Just
Okay, so Darby, what is Hartley doing right at this moment?
well, last we left her off, I was cautiously going through that door. With my phaser, I don't have my phaser out, but I kind of have it ready. It's in my hand. I'm just being cautious right now because it just warped, and I'm guessing. Can she tell she's in the same facility at least?
Yes, it's the same facility.
Okay, so I know I'm in the same facility. So she's got her phaser in her hand, but she's just being cautious. She doesn't have it pointed out in front of her. And I'm kind of
wait a second. I have to interject here. Make up your mind. You said you don't have it out, but you have it in your hand. Which is
no,
it?
I have it ready in my hand. It's just not pointed out in front of me.
Well, when you say you don't have it out, that means it's in its holster.
Okay. Well, I have. I'm basically walking with it in my hand on the side, basically.
Okay.
And I'm just being cautious. And I was going into the next room, just kind of cautiously entering the next room.
Okay. It's more quarters. It looks like you are in the habitat level, or the habitat area.
I'm in the habitat area. Great.
Yes.
What do I is it just a bunch of hallways, or am I just in a big room with a bunch of different hallways leading out?
You're in one hallway that has many doors going both ways. The door you came out of is where the operations manager's quarters should be.
Ah,
But it's obviously not, because you just came from there and it's just those three pads.
okay. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna look around. Is there any consoles I can visually see?
Yes, there's some consoles along the hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to one.
And what?
To try and access a map if I can.
Okay, it brings up a map of the facility.
Okay. Looking at it, where am I in retrospect to where I just was?
It shows the path that you walked. It just shows you coming from that room to where you are now.
So I'm not getting a map of the whole facility?
Yeah, you have a map of the whole facility.
Okay. Okay, but it's just right now. Oh, so when I look up the operations quarters, it's just showing me that room I just came out of.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I was confused there for a second. Okay. I have an idea.
Okay. Well,
Where's the nearest path out of here? Like, where does it show where we entered?
just going off of your path, going to the operations manager, there's the entrance is I'll say about a 5-minute walk away.
Okay, I'm going to take that 5-minute walk. I have an idea though.
All right. So as you are walking down the corridor, once you pass by the operations manager's whatever that is now, when you pass by it, you see a bright flash and you see Che.
And you hear Che go, "Fuck."
Such language in Star Trek.
There is no cussing in Star Trek, Josh.
That's not true. Discovery proved that wrong.
Okay, a Cation expletive that means fuck. I'll come up with it.
Meow.
It's probably going to be some form of cat-like yowl.
I'm lower.
Their secret is every word in their language is an expletive.
So I just went from complete silence to a flash. Is it in front of me or next, or off to the left or right of my eyesight?
You are
just.
It's off to your side. You were passing by the door when the bright flash happened.
Pop. Yeah. So my phaser got raised. I went from complete silence and alone to being a little paranoia to flash and yelp. So yeah, I raised my phaser, but as soon as recognizing that's Che, I lower it. Hello, Che.
Oh, good. You've been located.
Glad to know y'all noticed I was missing. I think I figured it out. Right now we're in the habitat quarters. Still, I checked the map down the hall. It was showing this is still the operations room.
So you touch something you should, and we end up here.
I was thinking the journals and the operations quarters might give us more insight about this facility. And this got triggered.
Well, let's figure out how to get back, I suppose.
Yes. Well, the way out of here, from what the map was saying, and I point to the direction I was walking, it's about a 5-minute walk that way.
Well, what are we waiting for, I suppose?
I have a theory, though. Remember back on the planet that can move from solar system to solar system? Or just the planet could warp?
How could I forget?
Yeah. What if what we activated was something similar, but more of an individual state? Because the map that I looked at showed that this was the operations quarters. Well, obviously it's not, because we were just there. I'm assuming you're in the operations quarters. But it's a whole different room. Am I making any sense?
Some sense. Sure.
But anyway, let's walk and talk.
So Che still has a strike order. It's now being held in his tail, because I now have a talent that does that.
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
And it's scanning the area as we go.
Okay. With the exception of the one room that you popped into, everything is identical to the facility that you guys landed in front of. Okay, while you guys do that, I'm going to go back to Moral. So you, Nar, and the Ensign Rickies are standing still in the operation manager's quarters. What are you
Yep.
doing?
Basically, tell everybody to get onto the platform and touch the console.
I guess we're doing this.
Okay.
And Derby just went out to smoke.
Who's going to touch the console?
I'll do it.
Give me a control and engineering roll. Okay. Nar, Morale
Yeah.
vanishes.
Right. Well, I expected that.
Really? Just me?
Yeah. So, Morale, you arrive in a room that has 3 platforms on it. Outside in the corridor, you see Parsons working at a console.
Or she's working on a console?
Yes. She has the panel open, and it looks like she's doing what Che was trying to do. Babe.
Parsons.
She jumps and then turns around and goes, "Oh, sir, I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out what happened."
The platform teleported.
I understand that, but the layout of this facility is identical to ours, to the one or to the other one. That's unusual.
Yes, but it basically the platform.
Okay, but there has to be a way to return to where we were. I'm looking for maybe a transporter room that has an actual console, or trying to find a way to activate those to get us to get back.
I look around. Is there a door?
There's several doors.
I go to one of them. Does it open? What is it open to?
Yep, it opens.
No, what is it open to?
Quarters. You're in the habitat area.
So it opens into like a bedroom.
Yeah.
All right. Are we like in a hallway?
Yes.
All right. Uh, look around for a console that isn't attached to a platform.
There's one on the desk.
All right. I touch the console. What's it showing me?
There are some journal entries. Um, it looks like a copy of like a duty shift schedule. It looks like a personal computer.
Anything of real interest on it, like a map or anything?
Well, there is a map of the facility.
Okay, where does it show that we're at and in relation to where we were?
You're in the same section that you were.
Okay, in relation to the main entrance.
It shows you where the main entrance is.
How far?
It's a 5-minute walk.
Left or right direction?
It'll show you the way. There's multiple turns that you have to do.
Can I take the console with me? Is it portable or is it?
No, but you're fairly certain that Parsons has the map on her tricorder.
I ask her if she has the map on her tricorder.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's follow the map and work our way back to the entrance.
Aye, sir. Okay. So, Nar, you and the ensign's Ricky are just, what, standing there?
Uh
Are you going to touch the console?
huh. That seems foolish. I don't know where it goes. What I am going to do is contact the ship, maybe, if they'll answer, or if I have a clear consignment.
um, I'll say that it's not completely clear. There is a bit of static, but you're pretty good. I'll say it's
I'm
probably about 75%.
going to apprise them of the current situation. Several of the officers have touched this console and been transported somewhere. We don't know where. We can't get them on the com. So we're not sure where they are or what's happening.
Do you have access to a map of the facility?
Do I?
No, you guys weren't able to get one at that time.
I currently do not.
Find find a map of the facility and see if their computer can detect where life signs would be.
Understood.
Keep me appraised.
Of course.
Honor and out.
All right, ensigns. I guess we're looking for a map. Try not to touch anything, just in case.
Yes, sir.
I found a console. Can I touch it? No. Whoosh.
All right, yeah. We're gonna go around, look, see if we can find a map.
Um, I will say that eventually you find a console where you can access a map of the station or the
Without touching it.
facility. Well, no, you can touch it.
Okay.
Don't
And
touch it.
Use
you-
the end.
when you
the
do,
end.
it brings up the facility map. You know, it basically shows 3 dots where you're at, and then that's it.
No other dots in the facility.
No other dots.
Well, all right. Contact the ship. Was able to find a map. It only shows our 3 life signs.
Onivin starts to say something when the comm channel dies.
I'm gonna make a guess. It's the Tholians.
All right. Guess we're on our own. And you 3 have any engineering proficiencies?
Both of them shake their head.
Lovely. Well, let's see if we can find out. I don't know. Maybe find out what else this facility was attached to.
So you're
What
gonna
other?
go. So you're gonna go exploring.
Yep.
Okay. So back to Hartley and Che.
It's all Hartley's fault.
Technically, yeah, it is Hartley's fault.
She's being.
As soon as we go have that meeting with the Admiralty.
Is Darby outside again?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I was just waiting for you to continue.
Well, you guys are walking towards the exit. What are you talking about anything?
Well, I discussed him my little theory of what happened. I don't know if he's.
Che's got some ideas obviously forming in his head.
The 101 ways to kill Hartley is not an idea. It's a plan.
No, that's my manifesto.
It's also not a reality. Let's just get that out of the way.
It's not a reality yet. Reality doesn't happen until I roll dice for it. So Jane knows that this facility was conducting experiments in stasis, right?
No, only Nar knows that because she was the one that was going through the medical databases.
Got it. Oh crap! Then that idea is.
I'm going to ask you, Lieutenant, do you have any theories?
Shay looks over the stuff he pulled from his console to look over it for as far as anything that might lead to this odd fact that we're apparently in some form of a mirror world. Complete copy of the facility potentially. Out of player, a stasis dimension.
Have you noticed any other people running around with goatees?
It would look terrible with a goatee. Though he could rock the sash rather well. I don't really have enough evidence to conjecture, Hartley. At least I don't think so.
All right, so you both approach the doors leading out. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm going to. Is it one of those doors where you need a keypad, or can I just open?
It's one where you have to hit the keypad.
Okay.
It's very similar to the Cardassian ones on DS9. It's just a button that you hit to open the door.
Okay. I'm going to open the door.
All right, so the door opens, and both of you are hit with this blast of warm air.
What do I see?
Well,
what do we see?
Sand dunes as far as the eye can see. And it is warm. I'll say it's about 45 degrees Celsius.
Only 45C?
I'm actually trying to figure out how that is.
– 113 degrees.
Yeah, so that's a big nope on my book.
And how is the one with fur taking it? Did you say something, Josh?
Wait. Chase just kind of flabbergasted.
I tap on my combat since the doors are open and we're outside. I'm gonna see if I can get a signal to the ship or anybody.
Nothing.
Hartley to nothing.
Nope. You notice your comm badge doesn't even chirp.
I look over at the lieutenant. Che, my comm chirping.
That might make sense. I'm gonna pose a theory. There's 3 planets, right?
Yep.
What are the chances that the 3 planets have identical facilities on each of them and we just moved to a different planet?
That I would think very high. Out of care, well, I wouldn't know this. If we passed, if one of the planets were desert, I wouldn't know that, would I? When we entered the solar system?
You didn't look at the planetary readouts.
No, I did not. Lieutenant, was any of the planets in the solar system desert? Did you see any of the planetary readouts?
It was hard to get scans of the planets due to the radiation. Jimmy, remind me of last session. Wasn't it that we only were able to scan the one?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. The radiation made it very difficult for us to put out a scan to any of the other 2 planets. So I do not.
Okay. Assuming we are on one of the planets, because honestly, I'm going to go off of you on what you said, because that sounds a lot better than my theory.
What's your theory?
Well, not really a theory. If we are in the same solar system, can we use one of the consoles in the station to send a signal to our ship?
Possibly, but depending on which of the 3 planets we are, the message might just get garbled again.
Right. But would
We
it
can
give
try.
would it give them a signal to our location or something?
Again, it might, or it might just end up a garbled mess due to all the radiation pouring off these 3 planets.
Well, it's better than. Well, honestly, that's the best idea I got. It's better than just standing around.
Well, go ahead.
Do you have any engineering?
I know some.
Okay.
Have characters. I can put the purple crystal in the triangular slot real good.
You're a competent engineer.
That's what competent engineers can do.
Okay, because I might need your help.
Both of you are competent engineers.
Okay. I am going.
Wait, stop.
Okay.
Jimmy, did you just call Darby competent?
Okay, on paper, he's a competent engineer. Hartley's engineering is the same as Che's.
Okay, yeah.
Oh wait, no, it's actually one higher.
Make the DS9 joke of that any time the problem needed to be solved quickly, it was just a matter of putting the crystal in the slot. Which slot took some time to figure out.
All right, so what are you guys going to do? You're heading back into the facility?
Yes. I'm guessing 100 degrees outside. I'll last longer than Che because I don't have the body of hair, but it's still not going to be pleasant. I'm going to go back to a console and find and go back to a map and see if they have any type of command center that I can send a signal out or a radio or something.
Yes.
I'm in an environmental suit. I am fine.
Yes. There is a command center. It's at the center of the facility.
I look at Che. I found the command center.
seems like a legitimate lead. Let's head that way.
Okay. Just in case, out of habit, I do take point.
All right, so to Morale and Parsons, you arrive at the uh, at the front door.
Okay. So tap my comm badge. See if I can get in touch with anybody. Is my badge sharp?
No.
Walk over to the main door. Does it open?
Yes.
Or can I see out?
No.
Oh, I'll open up.
Okay. You are greeted with a walkway leading out to a landing platform as this facility is above water.
So happy I'm not where Frank is right now.
Walk back inside and close the door.
Okay. I also wanted to mention it is raining.
Still walk back inside and close the door.
Yep.
Go over to the desk. Is there any type of console there whatsoever?
There are lots of consoles. You're now in the laboratory area.
Looking for a console that tells me anything about this particular base. Because I just got this sneaky feeling that I'm no longer in Kansas.
Um, you access the computers. You get a map of the station. Um, go ahead and give me a control and engineering. Why not?
Because I'm accessing the computer.
So focus.
And because I have the computer expertise skill, I get an extra die.
Yep. Well, you only needed one anyway, so that's good. You find that there is a command that's really hidden. You have no idea why, but when you hit the command, it brings up like labels of like various rooms, and ultimately you see there is a transit room.
Do you find anything else about this particular base?
It's on a planet that is 95% water. Um, there's been extensive research about this planet. Um, the the planet's core is covered by solid water.
Also known as ice.
No, actually, it's something completely different.
I thought they still called it ice, even though it
Uh,
was caused by compression or pressure. Not.
as far as I'm aware,
I mean,
I thought I don't know.
So like a liquid core,
Like what?
instead of like a molten lava core, it's just like liquid water core. Something
No,
to that.
there is a core, but the water the density of the core has kind of forced the water to become a solid, even though it's not frozen.
Okay. Download all that information into Parsons' tricorder,
Okay.
and then make our way over to the transmat room. Oh, is there information on how to operate the transmat?
Um, the computer that you're accessing doesn't have that information. You'd have to access a computer in the transmat room.
Okay.
Remember, the computers aren't linked.
Yeah. So we head to the transmat room.
Okay. So, let's say it takes you a few minutes to get to the transmat room. This room has 6 pads, and uh, each pad has a console in the center of it.
Do I see any type of like main computer that can give me information about everything?
There is a central console that's um, there's like I know you guys can't see it, but since I'm describing it to Frank, there's 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and then there's a console right there in the middle.
Oh, a little dinky console.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a center console that I need to access. All right, so go to access center console.
All right. So you're just looking for instructions.
Well, instructions on how to use it and to get back to where we transported from.
Okay. So um, I'll say it takes about another 10 minutes of because it's like stereo instructions, but 2 pads. Well, no, I'm sorry, 3 pads here uh, correlate to the other 2 facilities. One side leads to uh, to facility 1, and the other side is facility 3.
Does it say where facility 3 is located?
Um, no, it's just within transporter range.
Is there any way to scan it for life signs or anything?
Due to the radiation, no.
So, and I'm guessing we're at facility 2,
Yes.
and we started out at facility 1. So, download the information instructions on how to operate the console, and then jump me and Parsons back to facility 1.
Okay, so you now, since you now have an understanding of the transit system, you know that the platforms can only teleport one person.
All right, well, I teleport Parsons first.
Well, no, all you have to do is use both platforms. Remember, there are
Oh,
3 platforms that go to one facility and 3 to the other.
okay. Well, then, do that. Have Parsons on one platform, me on the other, and then just send us back to facility 1.
Okay, Nar.
Yes.
As you're still looking at the station layout, two dots appear.
Mm-hmm. Well then, we should go investigate. Phaser's ready.
Okay, so since Josh and Darby are going to be at the command center, all right. So you you go to where the two life signs are. There
Mm-hmm.
you see the captain and Parsons.
Interesting. Welcome.
That's good to be back. Had a nice little trip.
Really? Tell me all about it.
Planet made of water with a liquid core.
Sounds interesting for a planetary geologist or planetary scientist. I'm going to assume then that this facility is connected to at least two others, since you did not find Hartley or Che, or are they coming?
No, I believe they went to the other facility.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, the little transmat pad don't work on auto retrieval.
Of course. That would be too simple. Uh, I would also like to inform you that we have lost contact with.
Um, my guess is it's probably those Tholians that have been following us.
That's a possibility. It could still be interference from the radiation if something has caused it to surge, but it is a possibility.
Well, we'll have to wait and investigate until the rest of our team back.
Mhm. Well then, since you have a better idea of where you're going, or where we're supposed to be going, perhaps you can punch in the proper coordinates or authorization, and we can go and find.
Well, we can go to the little transmat pads, and they can teleport us to where Che and Hartley are at.
Sounds good. Shall we go?
Yes, and have an adventure.
Excellent.
Okay, so you go and transit over to the the third outpost.
Yes, we transport to Dune.
Don't you mean Dune?
Spice is the word.
All right, so you uh
For the record, we are going to be battling Baron Harkonnen and the rest of the Harkonnen fleet.
no. Okay, you guys transit over. Uh Josh,
Jimmy.
did you download the station map again?
Yes.
Okay. There are new dots on the map.
Well, now.
What is it, Lieutenant?
Dots.
I give Lieutenant Che a weird look.
I'm going to assume that those are life signs. But I haven't seen them appear on the map before, so who knows?
Well, these life signs are coming in through the front door.
Coming into what?
Through the front door. Seems we have company, Hartley.
I look around for defensive positions. Wait, wait, before I do that, are they coming towards us or away from us?
Well, right now they're just in the first portion of the laboratory area.
Okay.
You guys are towards the center of the dome.
Keep moving, Hartley.
Say again?
Keep moving, Hartley. I'll keep an eye on them.
Okay. So I head in the direction, out of character. Did you the command center or towards the dots?
What?
We're heading towards the command center.
Yeah.
Just keep heading towards the command center.
Okay. So I'm gonna take point, and we're gonna keep going to the command center.
Okay, so go ahead and place your tokens somewhere along in there.
Ping again, I didn't quite see where. Nyeh. Yeah. Haha.
Now Mika finally gets to see what Hartley looks like.
Woo!
Yay, she's a human.
It's excitingly average.
Emily with the sass.
What? Most of Starfleet is human. Average.
They are completely repulsive. Their foreheads are so unspoon-like.
And they don't even have tails.
Horrifying.
Or ridges. Come on.
Hey, that's not true. Some humans have tails. It's generally considered a birth defect, and they generally go to the freak show, but that's beside the point.
Yeah,
Hartley, does it have a tail?
those people are called monkeys.
No. Okay, you guys have reached the center of the dome. Tell me what you're doing.
I start looking around. Are there any consoles? I'm assuming there's consoles.
Darby,
Yes.
if there is not a console on the wall, there is not a console.
Oh, when you said dome, I immediately assumed command center. My bad.
So, Josh, what are you doing?
Let me see here. The chair's gonna head to the more center of the room.
Okay.
And I'm assuming I'm seeing some form of a laser wall right there. Force field.
It's a force field.
Okay.
I'm gonna move in next to Che.
Shit, it moves down here. What's in this room? Tell me what my Star Trek eyes see.
This looks to be it looks to be like the operations officer's like personal office. You see lab equipment and stuff like that, but it's very much, you can tell through the readouts on the screen that it's giving or it has the status of the facility listed.
And what is this facility status?
It's on standby.
I see. Okay, Hartley's turn. Quick,
I'm curious about what's in here. I go into this room where I place my character.
Okay. It is a security office.
Ooh. Security office. Anything interesting?
Well, the monitors all show various sections of the station.
Oh. I'm going to look at that monitor real quick, and shows various sections and what they're used for.
No, it's a video feed.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And at this point, you see about, I'll say, 7 Cardassians.
I immediately tap on. If I tap on my comm badge, Hartley Deche.
That
would
works.
I know if he'd re-see it? Would it work, or
No,
since we're in close proximity?
Your comm badges to each other work.
Okay. Hartley Deche. I found the security room, and I just saw 7 Cardassians on one of the security monitors.
Lovely.
I'm going to take a quick look. How far away are they from the command center?
Probably a good 10 minutes.
It looks like they're about 10 minutes out.
Can you lock the doors?
That is a really good question.
Racing.
Can I section off the lock down the command center so no one can get in?
You're going to lock down the command center? Is that
Well,
what you want to do?
I'm going to lock the doors. Basically, I'm going to try and lock them out on getting to the command center, or maybe lock them in where they are. Oh, yeah, no, I want to lock around the command center, make it to where they can't get to us.
Okay. Go
Wait,
ahead and
out
give
of
me a
character.
control and security.
Out of real quick, what's our relationship with Cardassia right now?
Well, it's twofold. With the rebuilding Cardassian Empire, they're friendly because you've been giving them assistance. After
The legit government.
Yeah, the legit government. Because, or else Nar wouldn't be on the Tempest.
Can I determine what uniform they're wearing? Are they wearing like a uniform that's more current or more in the past?
Well, considering Nar, I guess, is still wearing the Expeditionary Force uniform? Or is she... Okay. These are very much Cardassian Union uniforms.
Union, which means what to me?
Their true way.
Oh, how many successes do I need?
3.
See, I wasn't.
Since this is a security task, I'm going to give you an extra threat so I can get a third dice. Using 1 second. I'll tell you in a second.
I know the talent, Darby. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Shipboard tactical systems. I don't think I get a focus.
Unless you have computers. Okay.
3 successes.
You managed to seal off the command area.
Okay, I've sealed this off. It looks like they're wearing true way uniforms. Che, if you want to walk around, I'm going to remain in the security area and keep an eye on what they're doing.
I'll see if I can find us a way out of this.
All right, so Frank and Nar, you appear in the facility.
Yeah.
In the transit center.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Look for a map and see if we can figure out where the others are, since it shows life signs.
Pretty much what I was going to say.
Okay. Yes, you see 2 life signs near the center of the facility. And then you see, oh god, how many did I say? 7?
7.
You see 7 life signs kind of heading towards the center.
That looks bad.
Yes, it does.
Should we try comms and see if they're up? At least as far as the facility.
Yeah, let's go in. And let's. In the meantime, we'll also start heading out towards these other 7 life signs.
All right then.
Okay. So, you guys are heading towards the life signs, the 7 life signs.
We're also
Well,
trying to.
are they moving? Where are they staying still and stationary?
No, they're heading towards the center of the facility, where there are 2 life signs.
Then we're heading towards the center of the facility as well. But we're keeping an eye out. We're going to keep an eye out for the 7 ready to have their phasers at the ready, since we don't know what to expect or what we're going to be walking into. And set phasers to heavy stun.
Okay.
Also hit the comms, see if Che and Hartley.
Who are you gonna try and contact?
Che.
Of course. Go for it.
Of course, it's Che.
This is Dr. Che. Do you.
Doctor, so nice to hear from
Hang on. Before you guys continue, did Emily cut out for anybody else, or was it just me?
you. She cut out for me, but I could figure what she was probably saying.
Yeah,
Well,
she
okay,
cut off for me a little bit too.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't my Discord fucking up. All right. Continue.
I'm going to assume that this means you're in the facility as well.
Good guess, yes. We are in the facility.
Well, I should warn you, we have Trueway in the building.
Mm-hmm.
So keep your phasers out and your steps light. I'll see if Hartley can keep them on camera and relay their position to you.
I appreciate that.
Or if you have a facility map, I believe their life sign should be noted.
It's, yeah, they're headed your way.
We have a lockdown on the facility. That should hold them for a moment.
Good. Go ahead, keep us surprised.
Che is walking as he talks. What's his room, Jimmy? I see a projector and I guess, computer bank.
No, it's a table. This is essentially the briefing room.
Ah, not much of use here.
No, not really.
So, is there any indication what this large room with the large circular thing is? Like looking through the force field, can I tell?
Give me a reason in science.
Three success. I'm going to assume with my extra success, I'm going to ask another question. What's that force field hooked up to?
Okay. To answer the first question, this could potentially At first glance, you think it's like main engineering, and it could very well have a sort of purpose to that too. But you are beginning to think that this is the command center.
And for the second question,
Um, I will say that you see that uh, there is a console next to it that has a keypad. But you also know that you might be able to overload the emitters with your phaser.
the sneaky way or the brute force way? What is the Che way? Let's attempt this keypad here. Meanwhile, I get tap my con badge.
Because you got cut off there. Hartley here. Hartley.
Our crew are in the building. Can you get eyes on them and potentially try to keep the true way from intercepting?
Out of character. I know our comm badges are site to site. Would I have been able to hear any of the conversation the doctor had with Che?
No, you
Do
guys weren't even in the same
yes?
room. No.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. Oh, really? Well, that's some good news. I'll do my best to keep. I will do my best to keep them away, keep the true way away from them.
I have to say, we're the most jaded Starfleet crew. There's a group of potential antagonists walking towards us, and Che and just like, oh, goody. No, why would I succeed at this point? All right, so yeah, gonna try the keypad.
All right.
Because
Hang on. I'm gonna pause it there for a second because I want to go back to Moral and Nar. Yeah. Okay. You guys are coming down, heading down a corridor, and you see two True Way officers. Um, so I will say that they don't. You're gonna catch them off guard. Go ahead. What are you gonna do?
Sorry. Say that again.
I'm saying you've caught them off guard. What are you guys gonna do?
Have my phaser at the ready and I greet them.
So you're gonna fire at them?
No, I say hello. I just have my phaser ready just in case. So if they decide to act hostile, like they have a weapon and they reach for it, then I'm going to stun the hell out of them.
Well, they are carrying phaser rifles at the ready.
Are they making any action to aim it at me?
Well, they haven't seen you yet.
Well, as I come into view, I say hello to them.
Okay. That was your simple action. Now, are you going to take an action or are you going to pass for this turn?
I'm going to hold off until they actually do something that warrants me to do a complex action.
Okay. So one of the officers turns around to see you.
Wait.
What?
I'm just. I mean, while the captain's gonna talk to them, I'm gonna stun me a terrorist.
Well, remember initiative. It switches from one person to the next.
Fuck, right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so he fires and misses. Nar.
It's been a while. I forget how to do this.
It's control and security for phaser.
Right.
Nar is gonna oh,
No.
Okay, so
Nar gonna smack this man down with the fury of the Cardassian sun.
so Frank, Ermeral, you said hello. One of them turned around and fired. Nar fired. Both missed. They obviously went to the Stormtrooper Academy. And now the other one turns to fire.
I wasted all my skill on being an engineer earlier.
Wow, this is just sucking. Everybody's terrible. Okay, so I need to open up Parsons' character sheet.
Wait a minute, I just fired.
Well, remember, I'll let you reserve that role, but no. It's not your turn yet.
Darby,
Yeah.
do the whole world a favor. Stop pressing your talk button and into the freaking mic. Okay?
Okay. My bad. I was going to ask, since I would have been looking for Frank and Jimmy and keeping track of the True Way, would there be anything? Would I be putting the initiative order to be able to do anything on my end?
No. There's nothing else you can really do.
Okay. Just a curiosity, see if I could activate some defense systems or something. I do let Shane know, though.
Okay, so one of Ensign Ricky's hit the True Way soldier. One of them. Although he's not
Hey.
down. Wait, what?
One.
I essentially, just to speed up combat, I had Parsons and Ensign's Ricky's take their shots. And Ensign Ricky hit one, but didn't take him down. So Frank, you fired. Go ahead and roll your damage. Hang on a second. Okay, so you managed to hit. Uh, were you aiming for the one that Ensign Reiki hit, or the one that hasn't been hit?
The one that hasn't been hit.
Okay, so you hit him. He's not down, but he looks like that hurt. All right, babe. So you take 1 point of stress. Nar, it's your turn.
Alright, let's try this again. Son of a bitch.
Oh my gosh. Annie Oakley's missing.
I blame Hartley.
Me too.
It's almost like the fact that I'm the doctor and not a security officer has finally taken hold.
For Hartley, we wouldn't be in this mess.
It's okay. Hartley can't hit anything with a phaser either. She just punches things real good.
Yeah, no, I gotta give him that. I'm really good at clotheslining.
Clotheslining what? A plasma conduit?
No, that was my engineer. Remember when we were in that cave doing all that fighting the first time my phaser blew up in my hand? I
Okay.
clotheslined those.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I clotheslined both those two alien things. Can't remember what they're called. And
Yes, babe, it's your turn. Swing and a miss. Babe, take 2 more stress. Nar, it's on you.
Okie dokie.
There you go.
See, all you had to do was say it was on me.
Roll for damage, please. So, which one were you aiming for?
I don't know, whichever.
Let's say you're aiming for the one that keeps hitting Frank. And he gets 1 stress. God, damage is sucking today. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Now we can.
Okay. So, like I said, that one takes 1 stress. Now I need to roll the other one. Oh no, Emily, take 5.
Oh.
Now, would you like to burn your point of determination so you are not injured?
Sure.
Okay, or because remember, if not, you're completely immobilized till you can be healed.
Right.
Although they can't target you anymore. For some reason.
Because Star Trek.
Yeah, because it's totally unrealistic for somebody to shoot an enemy while they're down.
Right.
Okay, I need to roll for the ensigns.
I'm sorry, I'll be back.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm back.
Okay, so you are beginning to think that Hartley's training has expanded because the security officers kind of tried to dive to take a position to make themselves harder to hit, and they both lost their phasers.
Oh, jeez.
So, anyway, Parsons was able to hit the one that attacked you, Frank. Go ahead and roll your attack. Oh, whoops. You've dealt more than 5 points of damage, so the one that kept hitting you is down.
Yay.
Okay, so now it's Babe, you're going to be taking 5 stress. Do you want to burn a point of determination so you're not stunned?
Yeah.
Okay. Nar, as you're sitting there, both you and the captain have both now gotten really good injuries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fuck that guy. He needs shot up good.
Yeah, he does. Oh, shit. Roll for damage. You know what? I am just going to say that was 5.
Nar's had enough of their shit.
So you have subdued the 2 Cardassians. What now?
Well, now I get out the medical supplies and take care of myself and the captain.
All right, so go ahead and give me a daring and medicine. And you have a focus, and let me see if any of your talents apply. All right, you 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 have a focus, but your talent. The only thing your talent does is prevent me from raising the
Increasing
difficulty.
difficulty. Still useful, but it doesn't affect anything else. Yeah,
Yeah,
gotcha.
the more successes, the better. God bless it.
Hey, look, Annie Oakley's also good at the things she's supposed to be good at.
um, your medicine's at 5.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not entirely sure. Since I haven't really read up on it, and we've kind of been going just off of interpretation so far. Uh, I'm gonna say that, babe, you heal at 5 stress. I'll give you guys the extra momentum. And now go ahead and roll for yourself. Okay. So you're also healed for 5 stress. I don't even think. Oh no, you did. You did take that.
Excellent. I am the best doctor.
Hey, the last doctor wasn't too bad. She just took a disruptor bolt to the face.
Well, you know. That happens sometimes.
Um. Okay. I since Frank is falling asleep, I'm going to leave the main part of the combat for the next session because there's still some exploration and figuring out the whole thing with these facilities. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
And we will be doing this again next week.
Hooray!
Hooray.
There are more true way for me to shoot in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
Work out those issues.